Hey guys, hear that plane overhead? I don't know if it's coming up on video, but yeah, there's a plane up ahead. And yeah, I'm here to give you guys yet another 2024 movie thoughts. This is going to be on Joker, Folie, Deux. I actually watched the movie almost 2 freaking hours ago, which pisses me off that I didn't spend that time watching another movie because I just got caught up in talking to friends on Facebook and shit. But yeah, Joker Folie Deux. I was like interested in the idea of a Joker sequel. I was like, wow, they're actually doing this because I remember they said they wanted the first Joker to be a standalone movie. I did review the first Joker movie, by the way. I actually reviewed that back in 2019 when it originally came out, but I reviewed that on another channel, which I regret. At the time, I had massive fears about this channel because it was getting like strikes left and right. First, I got a freaking bullshit copyright strike, and then my movie On the Run 2 got taken down. Something that still doesn't sit right with me to this day. But yeah. Joker, Folie Deux. I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts. It's been, like I said, I know I should have filmed this. Anyway, I'm wasting time by complaining about wasting time. So I gotta say, this movie, I don't think this movie's really worth watching, honestly. It really should have just been a one and done film with the first one. But, I gotta say, this movie does kind of serve as an epilogue, really, to the first movie. We got the addition of Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga, and I swear to God, I actually came up with the idea of Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn back in like 2016. It was on a Q&A video. I cannot remember which exact freaking Q&A video it was. I'm pretty sure it was, Ryan Pierce, film fan of 599s, who hasn't uploaded in like 2 years at this point. Regardless, he's still alive. Just so you guys know, I still talk to him on Facebook all the time. I love him. But if you guys, I subscribe to him, he's awesome. All right. But yeah. Why did I even mention that? Anyway, this film doesn't really seem necessary. It's more like an epilogue, like to the first movie, like I said. Although it takes place 2 years after the first movie, and this film. Oh wait, it was the Lady Gaga thing. Yeah, that's right. That's why I brought that up. But like I said, this film was basically like an epilogue to the first movie. Really, there really isn't like that much like crime stuff. Really, this is really a courthouse drama / musical. A very strange, unique-ish type of musical. It was kind of like how The Boys, that one musical scene in, I think, season 3, when it was Kimiko and what's his name, Frenchie. Yeah. That one scene where it's like it has the musical moments, but it comes across like these musical moments happen in their heads. It's not like they're actually out there singing and all that. And it's a jukebox musical. I've never heard of the term jukebox musical in my life until I read the Wikipedia page today for this movie, and that basically means that this is it's a musical, but it doesn't have original songs. It really just uses like already existing songs, and the musical parts actually kind of fun. I did actually kind of enjoy myself. Now, this film, like I said, isn't really worth watching, but I didn't necessarily find it boring. But I kept wondering, what the heck warrants this movie's existence? You know, it would be like, I don't know. Let's say there was a movie about a guy and who has feelings for a girl or something like that, and then they end up together at the end, uh, happily ever after. And then we get a sequel that basically kind of just shows them living their lives. But that's it, you know. I don't necessarily find this boring, especially because, you know, the actors, they did their best in this movie with what they got. Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur / the Joker once again. He is so entertaining and hilarious throughout this movie. And one of the prison guards, Brendan Gleeson, he was very entertaining too. I enjoyed his character a lot. He was very kind for the most part until a certain part near the end, which I thought was a very sudden turnaround for that character. You know, I'm not gonna spoil it, although you, although yeah, but yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm being annoying by pausing constantly. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, you know, to give you guys, you know, Brendan Gleeson, very entertaining. Lady Gaga herself as Harley Quinn. You know, I only realized this from other reviewers, and they call her Lee in this movie. Like, I guess from Harleen Quinzel, you know, they call her Lee. Really, I swear I heard some people refer to her as Harley Quinn. You know, she didn't really give off Harley Quinn vibes. She was really just like she was just labeled Harley Quinn. You know, and she had, well, clown makeup of course, but she wasn't really like a. I mean, you know, she was, you know, crazy in love with Arthur, of course, you know. But yeah, she was entertaining. You know, I was never bored, but it's like, why does this exist? You know, like I don't know what to rate this movie, but a lot of people say like this basically like betrays the original movie, which I heard this was the intention. If that's the case, why? Like, I mean, this is what I have. This is one issue I have with a lot of like, and I somewhat understand, but if you put a piece of your work out there, you know, unless you explicitly say, you know, this is what it is. Like how I explicitly said that my C Squad movie is a massive satire on John Cena haters, which it is. It's like viewers, like anyone who views your work has the right to interpret it how they wish. You know, like it's actually, I find it pretty pathetic, and actually makes you look like a massive dickhead. Like if you're like, oh, this wasn't meant to be for this type of group of, you know, people who, you know, like, who try to like what they're, you know, stuff like that. I find that really pathetic. And it's like, hey, people have the right to, you know, interpret your work how they wish. I mean, it's not like William Shakespeare's around to tell us, you know, the true meaning of Hamlet or anything like that. So if that's true, that's stupid, you know. And yeah, do we have more groceries? I thought I already heard the grocery truck up here. Yeah. And I have family members, you know, who would be getting those, so I can still do this review. Sorry about this. Like, I just thought of something to say to my friend that I just remembered. What am I trying to say? So yeah, I hate it when like if it's true. I think like Todd Phillips, the freaking director, he was like, "Oh, I hate that." Certain people like looked up to Arthur like this. And it's like, and also same with what's his name, David Fincher. Love David Fincher, one of my favorite directors, but he's like, I hate so much that you know that certain people identify with Tyler Durden. Like, if you make a movie and you have a character, regardless of how bad they are, if you make him entertaining and crap, and like, why would you intentionally do that? Why do you think? Why would that freaking attract um the complete opposite viewer that it obviously would? You know, and you're like, oh, we didn't make this for right wingers or something like that. I tried to, you know, start a positive. I find it stupid. Why would you intentionally make a freaking movie like that? With an entertaining character that, resonates with like right wingers or whoever, and then you try to target that to the complete opposite. I find that stupid. But in either anyway, like either way, like complaining that certain people interpret your work like that, I still think is absolutely stupid. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, I'm just being real. If that's the case, why would you like spend all this bloody time and money into such a big like movie to make the whole thing if that's the case? Regardless of that, I wasn't bored with this movie. The performances are great and entertaining. The musical stuff is fun. Um, and spoiler alert. I'm just gonna say spoilers from this point on. The scene that everyone talks about, where Arthur gets raped by prison guards. From how it looked, it looked like he just got beaten up by the prison guards. I don't remember if the word of rape was ever mentioned, or it didn't really seem like rape was implied. I'm sorry for saying that word so much, but that's this big controversial thing about this movie, and it's like, or what makes you think he was raped? Aside from the way that Arthur acts for the rest of the movie after that, how he acts all shaken. That's the only kind of thing I think that implies rape. But that's really it. And another spoiler, I saw people mention um, like what am I trying to say? And you pretty much gave it away when someone says well, this ain't gonna be a trilogy. The moment you said that, that kind of made me put two and two together that Arthur Fleck gets killed in this movie, and he does get killed. I did say there'll be spoilers, now, you know what I mean. So um, yeah, yeah, he does get killed in this movie. He actually is guilty. The courts say he is guilty, for what he does in the first movie. Guilty, and but then he gets, you know, broken out of the courtroom, and then he realizes that those who follow and support him don't see him really as human. They see him as just the Joker. That was kind of a point made throughout the movie, how followers of his only see him as uh only see him as Joker. They don't see him as Arthur. They don't really see him as a human being. Um, and then he's told he has a a visitor, and but before you can see that visitor, an inmate wants to tell him a joke. Then the joke it kind of goes on for a little longer, and then it ends with, you know, the famous quote from the first movie: "You get what you fucking deserve," and then he stabs Arthur a bunch of times, and Joker, and then he bleeds to death. Look right there. I just called him. I was about to call him Joker instead of Arthur. You know. Yeah, not a movie that like bored me at all. You know, like especially like I know I keep repeating myself, but especially because of the performances, super entertaining. But like I wonder why this even exists. You know, why does this movie even exist? Like I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't know what to rate this movie. I'd probably give it a 5 at the most. I'm not saying that's my score, final score or anything, but that's, you know, that's the highest I would ever go. Let's see. Let's just go with a 3. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. I understand if, you know, you've been watching my reviews lately and been like, man, you've been giving ridiculously low ratings. Like I said, I hope I said it. I know I said it to friends on Facebook, but hopefully I said this in a review. Like I said, like I don't have high stands or anything. Like if I have any issues that sticks out to me, and or like I'm not very entertained at all, I'm probably gonna give it a pretty low rating. You know, any like whatever problems with it, I'm just gonna say, you know, I don't care how tiny it is. It's gonna, you know, affect my overall feeling, how I feel about it. You know. Anyway, I think I pretty much squeezed everything out that I have to say. So yeah, yeah, 3 out of 10. But if it's my type of 3 out of 10, you know, a lot of people don't like this anyway. You know, this movie. So yeah, I don't know what more to say, but that's my review, y'all. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, not trying to be offensive with, you know, the thing I said, you know, about like, oh, you know, about like creators being pissed off. I truly mean what I said, but like I truly believe what I said is absolutely valid. You know, of course, unless you explicitly say so, you really don't have a right to tell viewers how your work is supposed to be interpreted. You know what I mean? Anyway, because one more thing, because the first like I forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah, I remember. Movies. The whole point of movies is to be entertained. That's it. The whole point of movies is to have a good time, be entertained, and you should be honest about however opinions you say, and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm making sense. I hope I am, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your boy Mark, and I like how this review turned out. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.